Today's guest is Anita Christian Harper. She's going to tell you a little about her kidney journey and her organization. Let's hear from Anita.
Hello, my name is Anita Christian Harper. I am a kidney patient and received a kidney. My journey started 24 years ago when I was diagnosed in 2000 with kidney disease. And at that time, the doctors told me that eventually my kidneys would shut down. It could be 6 days, 6 months, 6 weeks. He didn't know. He didn't know exactly when, but he said that I would eventually need a kidney transplant because I was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. Polycystic kidney disease is cysts, a lot of little cysts taking over your kidneys. So when the doctor showed me the x-ray, it looked like somebody had blew up. You know how the kids blow bubbles and you got bubbles everywhere? That's what my kidneys look like. Little round circles all in my kidneys. And they say it's a hereditary disease. Now we've done some research, and in my immediate family, I haven't found anybody else that has polycystic kidney disease. But in my family, we have multiple people with kidney disease. One, I think it's two that were only born with one kidney. Two people. I just came back from a family reunion, and there was another family member that also has kidney. She's on dialysis now. So every year that I go back to the family reunion, there are several, it's always one more added. Well, the journey has been 24 years long, and I praise God for that. Um, I'm doing quite well. I was on dialysis uh, in 2004. My kidneys actually shut down, and it required me to be hospitalized and to go on dialysis. I started out with peritoneal dialysis, and that was quite successful. That was my favorite actually, because it allowed me to do so much. My activities, the levels were up high. I could do exactly what I wanted to do. Um, and I enjoyed that. It was the best one to me. Then I became ill and I had to switch over to hemodialysis, going into the clinic 3 times a week. Well, the peritoneal dialysis, I was able to do that for I think 3 years. Then I had to go into the clinic for the hemodialysis, and that lasted I think 2 years. Um, that was okay because I met a lot of wonderful people. I saw a lot of things that went on with other kidney patients, which was a concern to me because my career was medical. I had a medical background, so I observed a lot of things that went on that possibly I thought could be better for the patients. I was kind of a patient advocate even on the machine because I watched everything and everybody. The doctors felt that I could do the hemodialysis at home. And I had a daughter in law who really worked with me. She was also medical. And between she and I, we were a team where I was able to get dialysis at home, which was actually good as well. So for the total, I was on dialysis for 7 whole years, and it's a rough journey. It's dialysis is not for wimps. You have to be a warrior, or you learn to become a warrior on dialysis, dealing with kidney disease. And I'm sure it's like that with any disease, but I can testify to kidney disease. Um, I saw people that had careers who, once you become ill with dialysis, you're not able to work any longer. So I saw people lose apartments or homes because they weren't able to keep them up. Um, they didn't have support systems. There was just every person that I met had a different story, even though we all had the same disease. Basically, we were all fighting one cause, and that was to stay alive. And as I say, it was a rough journey, but I made it. Uh, then, within the 24 years, my husband was ill, so I was not only caring for myself, but I was a caregiver for my husband, who was also ill. His mobility wasn't as good as mine, so I did a lot of things, for him that he wasn't able to do, and you know, it is what it is. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for the people that I've met. My medical staff, the team that I had was an excellent team. I was able to ask questions, and I would employ anybody who is dealing with any type of disease to ask questions, even if you think they're silly questions. You learn what works for you, even though they may tell you, oh, well, that's not possible, that's not so. But you know your body, you know how you feel. And if you don't get the right answer the first time, ask the question again, maybe a little different. Ask it, but ask it, um, because it's important, because it's your body, and you want to feel the best that you possibly can. During those 7 years of dialysis, um, I stayed as active as I could. I volunteered, even though I wasn't able to work, physically hold a job, because you have good days and bad days. So I volunteered whenever and wherever I could. Um, I did the food ministries where I gave out food to the community. I helped with getting people's light bills paid. I stayed as busy and as active as I could. Then, 7 years later, in my 8th year, I got a call and got a kidney um, from an anonymous donor, and my transplant was successful. Um, I got a chance to meet my donor one day. Accidentally, we were at the doctor's office at the same time, and the receptionist called my name to actually come to the desk, but she called me as Miss Harper. And I was sitting there speaking with another patient, but I had noticed that this other Caucasian lady was sitting over there playing with her phone. Now I wouldn't say playing, but she was using her phone. And I was asking this other patient, because I was really new to the. I had actually 3 months. I had my kidney transplant, And I asked the lady, I says, so how did you get a transplant? And she told me yes, she was about 6 months old in her transplant. So I began to tell her, she complimented me. I had bought a wig because I couldn't get a perm, and I didn't want my hair to look a mess. So I had this brand new wig on, and she complimented me about my hair. And we were just talking, and I was telling her that I was new to the transplant, um, and I wanted to know some things, and maybe she could help me. And I began to tell her my story, how I had an anonymous donor, and what type of person would just donate a kidney to somebody they didn't even know. And we were talking about it's still some good people in the world, and we were just going on and on about how wonderful it is to receive the gift of life, and now I would be able to do so many more things. And when the receptionist called me as Miss Harper to come to the window, the Caucasian lady that was sitting there says, "Excuse me, but is your name Anita Christian Harper?" And I looked at the lady, and I'm thinking, now this woman done called my whole government name. And I said, "Yes." And she says, "Well, I'm your donor." Well, honey, that was the end of the appointment, because we took over the waiting room. Oh, we wanted to take pictures together. We wanted to, I mean, it was just a celebratory time to actually meet the woman that would give a, a stranger, a perfectly strange person, a kidney. And I tell you, I think it was the best day of my life, one of the exciting days of my life. So I go home, and of course, I'm on Facebook. I'm going to try to look up this woman. And I found her. Looking through her Facebook page, I found out her birthday was a day after mine. And I'm thinking, God, you got a sense of humor that just won't quit. And I'm thinking, okay, here I am. In the 7 years I did dialysis. Well, I am one that deals with numbers. 7 is completion. In the 8th year, I got my new kidney. 8 is the number of new beginning. So now I'm full of life. Oh, I can do everything I want to do because I got a brand new kidney and I'm ready to live. Well, God made it so because I had seen so much. I wanted to start, uh, uh, I wanted to help people. I've always helped people, but I started New Beginning Kidney Foundation. And it was because I saw so much. When I became ill, my sister, Tina, she got her church members together and they came in and fixed up my home. They cleaned it, and I mean thoroughly cleaned it. Because as you know, on dialysis, doing this, that, you don't feel good. Dust had accumulated in places that you don't even know you have anymore because you haven't looked at it in so long. And the group of women came in and cleaned my home. And I thought, okay, with this organization, I can perhaps get volunteers to come in and renew people's homes that have been ill, where we can hit places that they can't hit any longer. Um, I needed space for the equipment, for the dialysis equipment that was coming in. So we made a room just for my equipment, the boxes. It was 30 days, 30 days of equipment that I needed because they only delivered every 30 days. And I mean, when I say boxes, I'm talking about boxes to the ceiling. They washed curtains, hung curtains, clean, and got me ready for this journey. So I wanted the foundation to be able to do things like that. I saw people lose their residence. So I wanted to be of assistance for people to get their rents paid, or those that wanted to donate kidneys, or they would be out of work for so long. You got to go through so much paperwork to even get assistance. But I wanted to be able to at least help do some of those things. People not being able to eat right. Uh, I mean, just people are struggling. And I wanted the foundation to be assistance for that, as well as helping with the medication that as a transplant patient, you must have, or else you'll lose your gift of life. Um, Doctor visits, you need transportation. So we wanted to assist with that. So whatever the need was, we wanted to be able to help. So we started the foundation. Um, and as I said, it's called New Beginning Kidney Foundation. We started it in 2012. I received my transplant in 2010. So it took about a year and a half for us really to get it up and running. And we've been in existence ever since. We do a couple of fundraisers that we do to help finance the missions and the things that we want to do. We do an educational class. We actually, since COVID, we've been doing it via Zoom, but we do it every third Sunday of the month, and it's on different topics. It could be on pharmacy, it could be on lab work, dietitians, um, physicians, kidney physicians, nurses, nurse practitioners. The subject changes. And even last month, we did it on insurances, because it's important for us to know the different types of insurance and what's best for us. All of these people that do this educational system, most of them are volunteers, and I thank God for that, because without them volunteering, a lot of the information probably could not and would not get out. Um, we have a Change for Life campaign that we are doing. We're asking people to collect their change and give it and donate it to the foundation, New Beginning Kidney Foundation, because you'd be surprised that little change adds up and it does help. At Christmas time, we give away toys. We help with dinners, Christmas dinners, Thanksgiving dinners. This month, there was a kidney patient that lost her journey, and she has one son. Her insurance lapsed. So he was trying to collect money to see that his mom was put away. The foundation was able to give a small donation to help with that. We've redone bedrooms. You have people who are, in the same environment day after day, not able to, see anything different. We will go in and redo their bedroom because the bedroom is in severe need of help. Clean carpets, hang new curtains, put new bedspreads on the bed, just to give them a different scenery, uplift their spirits. So, it's the little things that help. And as I said, when I started my journey, I had a crew to come in here and transform my life, just cleaning it and hanging up fresh curtains and things. So those are the things that I wanted for the foundation because it was an impact in my life. And not everybody has the support system that I am blessed to have. When you have people in your life that make a difference, it helps your journey just a little bit easier. We put on a black tie event every year celebrating the kidney patient. We celebrate the donors, those that have donated kidneys. We celebrate those that are on dialysis because they are warriors that are surviving. We celebrate the medical profession because they don't have to care for us with a smile, but they do. And we always want to make sure that we let them know we appreciate them. And it gives the kidney patient a chance to walk the red carpet, dress up in your fancy clothes, look your best, feel your best for that one night, if not another night, that one night. Dress it up and realize that you are important, you matter, you are a warrior, and you're not only surviving, but you're thriving. I'm a walking, living testament of what I stand for. We have a motto that says kidney disease is not a death sentence, it's just a new way of living. It's actually a new beginning. It has been a new beginning. It has not, I won't say my life couldn't have been better, but God knows it's not nowhere what it could have been. When I look at other patients and I see that they struggle, and I look at my life and I see that I can run, jump, dance, flip if I want to, and I spend time and my energy helping those that I can. So, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that God has blessed me to be a walking example for others to see that, yes, you can do it. I may not can do everything as fast as I might want to, but I still can do it. Uh, I got another saying, it's hard to hit a moving target. So I keep moving. I don't let anything stop me unless I'm really, really down. I have learned to listen to my body. When my body says stop, I stop. And I embrace the process because I know that if I keep going, I'm only going to hurt myself more. But as long as I feel good, I keep moving. So that's what I want to say on today. If I can encourage anybody, uh, keep going. Don't don't look at your situation where you are, but always keep your eye on the prize of where you can go or where you're going. It won't be easy in this kidney journey because, as I say, it's not for wimps. It's not for those that's going to wind through this thing, but you have to encourage yourself and say, okay, today I didn't feel so good, but tomorrow I'm going to do this, that, and the other, and hopefully that'll help me feel better. If you're not sure, call your doctor, talk with your nurses, find out what can I do to to make this a little easier on me because they in dialysis they told me straight up because I asked and they told me don't think that you're going to be home drinking all that liquid and then come in here and think that it's not going to be rough on you. So I learned to cut back on the fluid. Freeze grapes. They told me if you freeze grapes, it'll help your thirst. If you do this, that, and the other, talk to your people. Don't go in with attitude. Because at first I went in with an attitude. I was mad at the world because here I am, a young woman, and this shouldn't be happening to me. guess what? It did happen to me. And then I figured, okay, I've been dealt these lemons. I'm gonna make some lemonade out of this thing. I need to find out what I need to do to make this journey a little easier. And I did. So that's what I would suggest to anybody that is going through this awful disease, because it can be awful to you, but it also can make you it made me a better person, I tell you. At hindsight, looking at it, it made me a better person. And I'm grateful that I'm able to help others. So I would say if you need help, now I'm putting it out here, which means by me putting it out here, I know the calls will come, the things will come, the requests will come, but I cannot do it without the support, the financial support to help all these people that are coming. But we are New Beginning Kidney Foundation, website www.newbeginningkidney.com, email nbkfoundation@gmail.com, and phone number 470-344-6253, which is NBKF.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I see also that you're a minister or a pastor.
I
How did
am.
your faith play into your journey for those 7, 8 years?
Ooh, actually, it played a big role. Actually, I was in the church before I got kidney disease. My faith walk has gotten uh, stronger, intense. Um, I will pray for anybody, for anything. Um, I don't do much preaching in the pulpit. I do more in the streets, person to person. Um, my vision is personal. I want to touch them personally. We have enough ministers in the gospel that can preach to the congregation. There are so many hurting people, and oftentimes they will not speak just openly. They won't do it. But I try to hit them personally where the pain is. So I run into a lot of things. They may have kidney disease, but that's not affecting them. It, what could be affecting them is, or what's on their mind is their family. So it causes me to meet the need wherever they are.
Well, as we wrap it up, we know that you're busy there in the state of Georgia. And what's your city?
Conyers. I'm in Conyers, Georgia.
If there is one final thing that you'd like to tell us, what would that one final thing be about kidney disease?
What I would like to say is know what's best for you.
We certainly appreciate you sharing your journey, meeting that donor there in the doctor's office. That had to be very exciting for you. And we appreciate you and thank you so very much.
You are so very welcome. 24 years is a celebratory time to know that you have been on this journey for 24 years and you're doing well and still doing the things that you can do to enjoy life. God bless you.